Have you just stolen your mom's credit card and now you have all those wonderful super credits you dreamed of, and now you're wondering, which warband should I buy? Should I even buy one? Well, now you're in the right place. With the new Viper Command Warbounds, we officially now have 5 premium Warbounds, and they never expire, so you can slowly accumulate with super credits. And I'm going to answer the big question, which Warbound should I buy? And this is a very important question because super credits are the most valuable thing in the game. And now, if this is your first Warbound you're buying, or if you're an experienced Helldiver looking to expand your collection, or you just like to hear people talk about the game, you're in the right place, and I'm going to give you a rundown of every Warbound in the game and rank them on how good each one is, and this will be ranked on how each Warbound has its own value, and its uniqueness, and its usefulness, and everything like that, alright? So first, we're starting off with the Polar Patriots. 2 of the 3 primary Warbound of the primary weapons. I'm pretty sure you know the Tenderizer is the best AR in the game, right? Now, everyone and their dad should be using this weapon if you have this, but it has crazy stats and very low recoil, great at killing hordes of bugs, and can one-shot a Devastator in the head, so good for both the bots and the termites. Now, the next step is the Plumber, which is a very good solid SMG. In my opinion, I've never had any problems with it. It's very solid. But the thing we do have problems with though is the 101 is absolutely dog water. The Plaz 101 is dog water. I mean, it has crazy long charge time for no reason. It's slightly okay against the bots, but I still wouldn't use it. The armor penetration is decent, not crazy or anything, but it also includes 2 heavy set and 1 light set armor, but the big boy is the scout armor, which looks really good, and it has the scout passive feature, but there is only one more set that has the scout passive feature, which is in the free Warbound, so it's nothing you're getting really crazy here. So that's an L for the armors in my opinion. But following up on the incendiary grenades that explode on impact, which is good, but not enough to make this Warbound any better. But I love the Tenderizer, but this one's gonna have to go a 4 out of 10, alright? Next up is the newest Viper Commands Warbounds. Now, before I even get into this one, in my opinion, this is the coolest Warbound theme so far, outside of the badass theme. This is the main star of the show, is the Experimental Fusion Booster. Buff stems and gives Helldivers a movement boost and damage reduction for a short given time. You virtually have unlimited stems, letting you go anywhere you want very fast. And the armor, this looks amazing, the armor in this one. I'm sure you've seen it, and yes, you can finally change your skin color and show it off a little bit. And it allows you to have a little bit more personality in this one because you can customize your hell pods and the extraction ship and the exosuit. And the secondary weapon is in my top like 3, alright? Yes, it's my top shotgun, alright? The Bushwhacker secondary is amazing, alright? But following that would be the grenade pistol. Probably would be my first best. The grenade pistol has to be the first best. It holds 30 rounds, which is insane for a secondary weapon. And I'm pretty sure it's like a miniature Punisher. Now the carbine is a little bit basic. It's pretty much just a Liberator, but a little bit of an AK-47 feel to it. And the throwing knives, I mean, it pretty much speaks for itself. But on the downside to this Warbound, you don't get as much. I mean, it's only giving you 2 weapons and 2 armor sets, and this one is a little bit of a letdown because you just spent $10 on a game you already spent $39.99 on, which is gonna be landing this one on a 6 out of 10. Alright, I mean, I love this Warbound, but it's gonna grab a nice 6 out of 10. It's good, but not the best. Next up, we have the Democratic Detonation Warbound. Now, all I'm gonna say on this one is grenade pistol. Now, see, And this is the most used secondary weapon in the game, hands down. It's insane. Next to the primary, the adjudicator, and the interrupter, the adjudicator is the second best AR in the game behind the tenderizer. It's incredibly powerful with high damage and crazy death capacity, and with impressive range with a medium armor penetration against enemies. Any great situation you can get into, it's great for all of that. Like any situation. Basically, the eruptor is okay weapon. It does more damage than the anti-material rifle. Yes, that is a little bit crazy. It does medium tier enemies, I probably say. But because of the explosive rounds, it does have a decent clearance capability. It is the only bolt action sniper in the game, aka a mini rocket launcher, you could say. Now this next one is a real letdown, but the crossbow. It's really the only bad weapon about this. It has mid-explosive damage, and it just really isn't that good overall. I don't know what they were doing with this weapon. It could have been really cool to have a crossbow like that in the democratic detonation. It's an insanely good one. The only premium warbound featuring all types of armor, light, medium, and heavy. It has all of them, which is a huge bonus. And the G123 grenades, they aren't that good. They stick to surfaces and burn the surfaces, then explode. I would rather use the frags or the stun grenades than that. But I'm rating this one a 7 out of 10 because you get a lot on this one. Next up, we have the cutting edge. Now, not every weapon in this Warbound is unique, but none of them are bad. Like, they're all unique. Like, every single one of them is different. First up, we have the sickle. It is a very good weapon and probably the most used. It has high damage and practically unlimited ammo since it is energy based. It will get the job done against all the enemies. The Arc 12 Blitzer is another strong, crazy weapon, especially against the bugs. With the crazy stagger and the knockback abilities, it's much better than the Arc Thrower. And the Punisher Plasma is a very fun weapon to use. People didn't like it when it first released, but then it has been buffed and it has been very underrated. It's basically a mini grenade launcher that staggers all the enemies around. And the best grenades in the game, the stun grenades, of course, fitting into every loadout. And the armor just looks very cool, I do have to say that. But I don't really have much use for the armor because the armor, you're not going to believe this, but it prevents damage by arc by 95%, which is practically useless if you really think about it, because unless you're playing in the game with a retard that has an arc thrower who's just hitting you with lightning, it's not really going to do much. And plus the bots haven't really started doing stuff like that. So which is going to land this one a nice 9 out of 10. Alright, that is a very good one. I would highly recommend. If it's a little, it's there. But this next one is the Steel Veterans. Comes the Breaker Incendiary, which is the #1 bug weapon in the game. It absolutely destroys things. And the Jar 5 Dominator, which is arguably one of the best weapons for bots. And most solo divers use those weapons. The Jar 5 Dominator is and the Devastator. I think you can one-shot a Devastator in the head with it, and it has medium armor penetration. The top 3 secondary weapon, the Incendiary with the medium armor penetration, it has a very cool design in my opinion. The armor is very cool, which is unique to these characters in the armor sets. But there is only a light set of armor, which you will also get the original fire grenades, which have a very long AOR effect on the floor, which aren't as good as the others, but still fire. You get it? No? Okay. And the Liberator Crucifix, which is not as good to be honest, it's more of an off-brand. My fault. Liberator Concussive, which is more of an off-brand, is even after the buffs, it's still not good. However, it is one of the best warbounds in the game. 10 of 10 out of all of the full use you get and you get your money worth. It's full, like you get everything you could probably need. And in my opinion, you really just get the most out of this. But at the end of the day, it will be your choice and how your playstyle is. This was based off how useful and how much you can get and how effective the Warbound is. And it's really just going to be based on how you want to play. And of course, getting your sweet, sweet money's worth. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, Diver. Peace out.